Last 2 Sundays ago, in a moment of exceptional brilliance, I hope he doesn't hear this, our provost emitted some incredibly interesting words during the sermon. He told us, the congregants, that the purpose of being saved is not to go to heaven. That's why he pointed like this. The purpose of being saved is to do good on this earth. I was shocked. I didn't know. All right? So, that came as a very unusual revelation to me. I have 1 or 2 other things I would like to say. I have worked in and around government, often without much success. But one of the things that have surprised me, Your Excellency, is what I have already seen in Makueni today. The normal practice in government when I was there, before I was thrown out, was the big man, the governor, the provincial commissioner, and other important men to come and do the official opening of a function such as this one. And after they have spoken all their words of wisdom, tradition demanded that they go and attend to more important functions. You know, you people from Makueni, I would like you to change his title a little bit and describe him correctly. This is a listening governor. I know he's a listener, and I'm not here to praise you, I'm just describing. If it happens to be praised, that's also okay. It's very unusual, and I fear, our brothers in the Secretariat, that when we go to some of the counties, what used to happen, I'm afraid, might happen. That they might not even turn up or even present memoranda, because for them, mental health is not a top priority in their agenda. All I can say is that their time will come. A time will come, and believe me, I've been around mental health issues 45 years, David? 45 years, so I know. I know that there is a time when even the words mental health or mental anything was shrouded by so much mystery and stigma that nobody talked about mental health. Now, I'm going to go home a very happy and satisfied man, because at least for now I am confident there is one county in this country that is heads and shoulders above the others that we have not visited in terms of understanding the consequences, social, economic, and some might say political consequences of ignoring that which affects all of us here present, because the ones who are not affected have already gone out. I would like to say, Your Excellency, that there are a number of issues that are completely neglected. The first one is, I would like to assure you that nobody is going to come from Tanganyika or from heaven or from some other place to help us in dealing with this problem. It is ours. This attitude that we have had, oh, serikali saidia, oh, serikali saidia what? Eh? Makueni, to my satisfaction, has demonstrated that using very, very limited resources has been able to transform in a practical way the practices of mental health in this particular. If Makueni can do it, and Makueni is doing it, those who are not able to do it, we will teach them. And I fear, Bwana Governor, that in the course of the work of this task force, we may talk a great deal about what you are already doing here. This man, Professor David Ndetei, is a true follower of the instruction from above. Throughout, and I can speak because I have known him for 50 years, he has worked for our country and in particular in the field of mental health. I want to thank the governor. As he has hinted, he and I are true and proper social workers. When our country was going in a direction that we did not like, we got up and exposed ourselves to a little bit of problems. And it took a long time to have what is now being enjoyed as freedom to be achieved. I say this, Bwana Governor, because this Makueni action is revolutionary. This is an act of, you don't know. You people of Makueni do not know. You are very lucky. You are very, very special indeed. I thank you again, Your Excellency, because I mentioned to you, there are many governors who superintend over counties for whom the statement in the Bible is correct. They die because of lack of knowledge. And I beg for an opportunity to just, which you have said you will attend to tell the governors that it is possible. It is possible to have an impact and influence in mental health with the current resources that we have. However, we need more. Because, again, as Governor, you have said, the central government has no budget, direct line for mental health, and county governments don't. This mental health policy is very clear on that point, that the central government and the county government shall provide budget in support of mental health. I will now sit down. But before I sit down, I'll say two other things. The first one, I stand here comfortable and relaxed. I look at Dr. Siengo, look at the young doctor there, I look. The future for our country in mental health, Dr. Musimi here, is secured. Don't worry. David and I have done our bit. We have trained you. We have educated you. And you are the custodians of the future. We will support you. We will encourage you. But the time has come for you to accept custody of the future in this regard. The last thing I wanted to say, which came as a complete and total shock to me, is that, I laughed, this thing they call BBI is a good thing. I've seen some governors supporting it, others not, that's siyasa. The BBI report, when you read it, has 7 references to mental health. 7. And that is brand new. To have an important institute, which was, on the face of it, put in place to look after siyasa. Wananchi, when they were approached to give their views, they said, hiyo cheo ni mzuri, hata hiyo cheo ni mzuri, lakini mental health tuangalie. In fact, one of the recommendations of BBI is that we set up a mental wellness monitoring system so that even as we measure gross national product, GDP, yes, we also measure gross national happiness.